Greetings from the grave. I'm Zero Voorhees, the Killer King of Crystal Lake. And this is... Speak, man. Don't be scared.
I'm Jamie Myers, and I'm giving you the stiff wave, because I'm the homeboy of Haddonfield. I run this shit, biatch. Okay, so this is what I'd like to talk about today. Not Wile E. Coyote, or the Roadrunner, or Foghorn Leghorn for that matter. But I want to talk about a certain little situation that happened in the news recently.
That's what it was.
But I don't really want to mention names.
But you'll know what we're talking about.
Some of you will probably know what we're talking about, like Abstract will probably know what's going down for real. Okay, so let's just jump right into this shit.
Okay.
A rapper, a famous, and I quote, a famous horrorcore rapper murdered 4 people in Virginia.
Yep. Horrorcore rap, as it's called, so this does have to do with horror, so we might as well report on it.
Yep.
Psycho Sam is the kid's name, and don't judge a book by its cover because he doesn't look like much. He
looks like a fat Opie Taylor. Let's just fucking get it all out there.
Let's just call it like it is. He couldn't hurt a flea with a shotgun,
No.
if I may quote.
He couldn't wipe his own ass.
But apparently,
4 people got butchered.
by him.
Yeah, in Virginia.
Now, if you followed anything on this story, you know that the record company label it is linked with. And we'll go ahead and put that in the pit where you can see the video and everything because we just don't want to say it because it leaves a taste in our mouth. Too strong for Coyote Man here to take care of, I'll tell you that. Anyway, the initials are SKR. We like to refer to it as seriously crappy rap. We got history with that particular group, and I use the word history very strongly, as in we're history, man. We left, we boned out, sold the company for $20 in a Snickers, and walked. Said, nope, we're out, we're done. And thank fucking whoever on that one. See, y'all got some shit going.
Yeah, you really got some shit going. So this kid murders, and now it's causing a shitstorm on the internet, and
Religious groups are up in arms. Pitchforks are hoisted. Torches are lit. Some satanic doughboy is getting his fucking chestnuts roasted.
And I must say, from being
True.
an artist and knowing how this shit goes, could this be his fault? Yes. More than likely, is it not his fault, even though I don't care for this person? No, it's not his fault if I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's not.
No. I mean, a lot of
Music,
people
movies,
are... Yeah.
all that bullshit is entertainment. You know, some people choose to take it to different levels.
Right. I mean, this has happened to all the greats.
Yeah, this happened.
Judas Priest, Slayer, Metallica, Ozzy,
ICP.
ICP. Pretty much every famous band you can think of has had to go through a lawsuit because people want to point the finger at the convenience instead of the obvious. Like, they want to point their finger at silly, crappy rap, but they don't want to point the finger at the actual kid who's obviously fucked in the head and just let it fly, whatever. I mean, the typical response is, where was the kid's parents? Good fucking call.
The kid's parents were back in fucking California wondering where his little fucking punk ass was at. That's where they were at.
What you gotta understand is that, and if I'm gonna borrow this a little from Chris Rock's philosophy, whatever happened to just crazy? Whatever happened to there are just some people out there who do it. It has no matter of race, no matter of age, no matter of anything. There's just those people on this planet that just one day, when the forces line up inside them, they just fucking kill 4 goddamn people. Or walk into a school and open fire. Or fucking just sit on the Washington, D.C. Beltway and randomly shoot people in the chest with a high-powered rifle. Or some dude who gets his orders from a dog and goes and kills people. Or another guy who's just fucking whacked out of his ass on crack and breaking into houses and stealing shit and just happens to kill the people that are there and put the pentagrams all over the place like that. Whatever happened to Crazy? So we used to be with this group, and for us it was entertainment only because we're horror fans. So horrorcore was like something that, we could tell horror stories and do it in a rap, and, we were all influenced by ICP and everything like that and just all into it. And then this transvestite got involved somehow, this predator-looking thing. Maybe. I thought I heard a once when it was asleep.
Shit.
But anyway, it came in, fucked up the whole formula. We bounced out, and years go by, horror from the grave, here we are. But we're just saying that none of the horrorcore or any of that can be blamed. You gotta stop doing the easy point. You gotta stop doing the easy, it's horror movies, it's music, it's hot dogs. And just start realizing there are killers on this planet.
There's been since the beginning of fucking time.
Get rid of all the guns you want. You watch your knife homicides go up. It's not going to stop.
You can't blame one faction for some bullshit, regardless of our personal feelings for him or not. You can't really fucking be like, well, it's this fucking one dude and what he talks about.
Yeah,
his
giving orders. Like, this Christian side is up in arms. Now, I got nothing against Christians or anything like that, or any. I just have problems when people take religion into a judgment factor where they think that, well, I've been Christian for 15 years and you're
so
a
I'm
piece
better
of
than
shit.
you.
Yeah,
you're
none of
a
that
fucking
crap.
piece of fucking shit.
But you know what I mean, But they're going off saying that, they're calling this kid Satan and he's giving orders and that kid carried out the orders and it's just, we know him.
He wouldn't do something like that.
He just wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
Like I said, we'll touch on that again. Regardless of how we feel about him, he's not that kind of dude, man. I'll honestly stand up and say that about the guy. He would not do some shit like that.
No.
At least I would hope to think he wouldn't do some shit like that.
But then again, he could be that kind of person that just ends up fucking butchering 82 people. You never know.
No, you never fucking know.
There's just those type of people, man. So, it's funny how we're involved in that in some distant way.
Yeah, it's like, I guess a few years ago, out of the country, somewhere in England or something, some kid threw on a fucking Michael Myers mask and did a little butchering of his own. Kind of weird. I don't know, man.
It happens.
And I was watching the prison show, Lockdown Extended Stay on MSNBC one night, and this dude is like, fucking Michael Myers and shit made me fucking butcher for real. Michael Myers and Jason and shit. I fucking murdered my own mom because of that shit. See, it's like, because of that,
that's what hurts the industry.
Yeah, that's what fucks it all up.
Cause me, I want to
at least say I did it in fucking tribute. At least say that.
Yeah, if you're gonna,
Because nothing makes you do anything. You're your own sound mind and body, and you make yourself do whatever the fuck you're gonna do.
If a movie can Jedi mind trick you, then you should have killed yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Because I've probably watched Halloween more than any of you fuckers combined out there.
Well, I don't know. That's a lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure I have. This was days.
You have to be watching it right now too.
But you got to remember though, when I was a little kid,
I know you watched it all.
because I lived out of district, I couldn't have friends spend the night and shit, so that's all I watched whenever I was not at school. I didn't even fucking do homework because that's all I watched. That's all I did. Over and over, my grandma was like, "All right, this is enough of this nonsense."
Ridiculousness.
Yeah, it would go on for days and days and days.
But anyway, to say the least, he's seen it a lot. I've done it with Friday the 13th too.
And it's never made me want to fucking butcher.
It's made me want to make movies.
Yeah, it's made me want to make
I know that
fucking
sounds like
movies.
that one dude who, who said that before, that watching a horror movie just made him want to go make horror movies, not actually go out and kill people. But I'm, sounding the same horn, I guess. I just want to make horror movies and watch,
Let's say this, it makes you get really creative with your own self. Because you're like, fuck, that'd be a sick ass tattoo. And shit like that, like certain scene out of a movie, and you'll quote lines from just random nonsense, and I don't know. It doesn't make me want to kill though, I know that much.
So I don't know why we thought we'd share that with y'all. So there it is.
We want to hear your opinions on the whole matter at hand.
Yes.
So leave us a
Gateway
video response.
or
Gateway, whatever you want to do, hit it
or
up.
the graveyard. Either way. And again, we'll see you.
Keep it nutty and bloody for everybody.